All right, all day fam, that's good. Back again, no days off. NFL top 100 players of 2026, numbers 80 through 71. Jordan Love makes third straight ranking. Oh wait, hold on, we have to get this one. No, 70 through 61. Yeah, 70 through 61. So at number 70, Xavier McKinney from Green Bay. McKinney might not have flashed as much in 2025 as he did in his 8 interception first season with Green Bay, but he was just as vital for the Packers. His past, let's see, his past. Oh, my fault. Freaking videos popping up. His 10 passes defense on 29 targets equated to a 34.5% ball hawk rate. 2.2% off of his 2024 All Pro campaign. He was an All Pro. He also allowed a 40.0 passer rating and 2.6 yards of separation as the nearest defender, both career bests. Teams should throw his way, and if last year is any indication, they should reconsider running in his direction too. McKinney's 82 have PFF run defense grade from the 2025 campaign marks his best so far. He only allowed 0.3 yards per coverage snap in 2025, fewest among defenders with at least 300 coverage snaps, and he allowed fewer than 10 yards in coverage in 9 different games. Okay, so pretty solid spot for Xavier McKinney. He did drop though, so hopefully he can do a little better this year. 26. Lamar Jackson, of course, Lamar Jackson, he dropped a little bit. Lamar Jackson, he had 2,549 passing yards, 21 passing touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 349 rushing yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. So that's it was a very, very, very off year for Lamar Jackson. But we all know the situation with that. He was dealing with injuries and a subpar offense around him. But 2-time AP NFL Most Valuable Player, and he missed 3 games early due to a hamstring injury and another contest late with a back concussion. And in between, didn't move much like himself. So he was also battling through injuries. Jackson nonetheless finished the year 4th in passer rating, 103.8, higher than 7 Pro Bowl or Pro Bowl alternate quarterbacks. Now he hits the reset button under new head coach Jesse Minter, who I don't really think is going to really do him much justice, but we will find out. And the last time he fell this low in the top 100, which is number 72, which is the lowest he has been, was on the 2023 list. Jackson went on to earn 2 straight number 2 spots. So he's going to really bounce back. And I have all the faith in the world for Lamar Jackson. I think he's a great quarterback. He is actually one of the quarterbacks, if you don't really take note, that I don't really say that he's overrated, because I think he is really great. I think he is much better than most quarterbacks in the league. I just think that he has to deal with a lot more. He has more responsibility than most quarterbacks, I think. I think he does. I think he's one of the few quarterbacks who does more with less. Patrick Mahomes, him, Justin Herbert. I think those 3, out of any other quarterbacks in the NFL, does a lot more than with less. Josh Allen kind of does too, but I think Josh Allen, none of those quarterbacks has had, outside of Patrick Mahomes in his early career, has had a quarter receiver like Stephon Diggs. And Josh Allen's had really good offensive line. He's a really good running back. So, and then 68, Cortland Sutton. I think this is a solid spot for Sutton. I mean, he's a really, really, really solid wide receiver. 68 is solid for him. He's one of those wide receivers. He's not like a loud wide receiver. He's not like the top 10 wide receiver, but he's very productive. In 17 games, 34 catches, over 1,000 yards, 77 receiving touchdowns. And he is Bo Nix's most reliable target. So has logged back-to-back. He has had back-to-back 1,000-yard receiving seasons for the first time in his 8-year career. So he's getting better more than likely. And he has increased. His production has increased from now that he has Bo Nix passing him the ball. And he's 30 years old. He's had he's being named to his first Pro Bowl since 2019. and now makes his long-awaited debut on the NFL Top 100. So he has so he's made his first Pro Bowl, and he's in the top 100 for the first time. So this was more than likely his best season per se. So this is something that's being added to his career, his resume. So he's one of those players that's getting better. He's because it's showing. And so he's a monster on money downs with the NFL leading 15 explosive plays, 50 plus yards on third and fourth down last season. And he should enjoy even more room to make a difference in 2026 thanks to Denver's acquisition of Jalen Waddle, which would definitely help out Sutton even more. So Sutton is just going to keep on improving even more at an accelerated rate. So solid for them. Solid for the Denver Broncos offense. They have two very great, reliable wide receivers. Sutton led the NFL with 507 receiving yards on third and fourth down in 2025, following up his league leading 466 receiving yards on the same downs in 2024. So he is becoming one of the best third down wide receivers in the league, third and fourth down wide receivers in the league, because he is producing extremely valuable. So I like it. I like him. Jordan Brooks at number 67, linebacker out of Miami. 17 games, 183 tackles, which is a hell of a lot of tackles. 3.5 sacks, 13 tackles for loss, 4 quarterback hits, 3 passive deflections, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery. Brooks is one of the NFL's surest tackling machines. He led the league in solo tackles 99 for a second occasion last season, and for the first time paced all defenders and total takedowns to earn distinction as both an all-pro and top 100 player. He was everywhere from Miami defense that finished 24th in points allowed without a lot of other difference makers surrounding the off-ball linebacker. This guy's a beast, man. Jordan Brooks, he's a tackling machine. He performed regardless of his situation. I mean, for him to be able to produce like this on a terrible Miami defense, he speaks volumes and speaks about the levels of his productivity. As seen in his 92 PFF run defense grade and a sterling 30.2% missed tackle rates. He does not miss tackles. Brooks rushed the quarterback on 15.5% of his snaps on pass plays. In 2025, the most since he was a rookie, 16.1% in 2020. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, and then we got number 66, my boy, USC alum, USC great Drake London. His spot has increased. He went up in the top 100. He has 68 catches, 919 receiving yards, just under 1,000, seven receiving touchdowns. So Drake London has definitely suffered from poor quarterback play throughout his entire NFL career, and he has still produced. He's a great wide receiver, man, and it's not going to get any better for him this year with him having Tua and Michael Penix, because Michael Penix just can't seem to get it together. So it's unfortunate for him, but he shows up and he's produced and he's very reliable. I like Drake London a lot. One of the best receivers in my opinion in the league. He has delivered 65 plus catches and 850 plus receiving yards in all 4 of his NFL seasons. He managed his second best career output last year in touchdowns and receiving yards despite missing 5 games as in week 11 injury. So he still produced and put up stats after missing time with terrible quarterback play. Man, I wish he was on the Chargers. For now, London would not have to settle for his continued asset up the NFL top 100 and second straight appearance on the list. His recent 4-year, 141 million extension probably doesn't hurt either, right? Exactly. And London, despite running 118 fewer slot aligned routes compared to out wide 132 slot routes, 250 wide routes, London tallied 410 of his 919 receiving yards and 5 of his 7 scores from the slot. So Roquan Smith at 65, he dropped a little bit. Roquan Smith, we all know who Roquan Smith is. We all know how great of a linebacker he is. In 13 games, he had 130 tackles, and he's been Mr. Consistent for the Baltimore Ravens ever since he's been in the NFL. And he has appeared in NFL top 100 5 years in a row. And he also on a run of 4 straight Pro Bowls. Although he wasn't able to add a 4th consecutive All-Pro team appearance last season. He was still key for Baltimore's defense. So he wasn't able to get the All-Pro, but he still was reliable. And Smith paced the club in tackles as he has every year in 2023. He has also made the most of his lone fumble recovery, rumbling 63 yards for the second for the second touchdown of his career. So it's going to be awesome to see him, what he can do under Jesse Minter. He had the highest quarterback pressure percentage, 14.1% of any of his 3 full seasons with the Ravens, but he failed to log a sack for the first time in his career. And then we got Chris Olave, really nice, really solid wide receiver, another solid wide receiver out of the Saints. Out of 16 games, he had 100 receiving yards, over 1,100 yards, 1,163 receiving yards, and 19 catches. I don't know if I said 100 receiving yards. I'm going to say 100 receptions. And so, yeah, he's 26 years old, still very young, getting better. And he established new career highs in receptions and receiving yards and nearly doubled his career touchdown total from 10 to 19. Now, the Saints offense runs through Olave, and he vacuumed up a 27.6% target share in the passing operation. In his final 3 games, he had 24 receptions for 352 yards and 4 scores. He saw 156 targets on 578 routes in 2025, which is good for a 27% target rate. That was his highest since his rookie season, and he ranked 10th in the NFL. Chris Olave is a underrated wide receiver, overlooked, not talked much, but when you watch the Saints play, you will definitely know who he is real fast. Kyle Hamilton, safety out of Baltimore, the best safety in the league, arguably. I think it's Darren James. I could be biased, but Kyle Hamilton and Darren James are like 1 and 2, 1A, 1B. He is a 1 of 1. He is your safety, and he is a 2-time All-Pro. Can't be neatly defined by any one position. He is a Swiss Army knife, and he lined up at linebacker, 268 snaps, and in the slot, 249 and 2025, more than he did at any other safety spot, 228. His PFF defensive grade has never fallen under 86.4 in any of his 4 seasons. To be honest with you, he's not just one of the best safeties in the league. He's one of the best defensive players in the league, if not the best defensive player in the league. And this is coming from a huge Charger fan, huge Darren James fan. So he's now racked up back-to-back years with triple digits tackles, 105 tackles. He is only 25, and he is the cream of the crop of hybrid defenders. His versatility is the secret sauce of the Ravens' defensive success. He's a monster, man. He's incredibly smart. He's incredibly smart. For him to be able to be like that, for him to be able to play like that as a hybrid defender, you got to be incredibly smart. One of the best, smartest players in the entire NFL. Since entering the NFL in 2022, he is one of 4 players to log at least 300 snaps each aligned on the line of scrimmage, linebacker, cornerback, and safety. I love that. I really do. I love that. And I'm nowhere near a Baltimore Ravens fan, but as a football fan, you just gotta respect a player like that. You just have to. I mean, definitely a future Hall of Famer, and he's probably is better than Darren James, but it's not by much. It's not by much. And then you got Trevor Lawrence at 62. He passed for over 4,000 yards, 29 passing touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 9 rushing touchdowns, 359 rushing yards, 5 fumbles. So, I mean, hey, Trevor Lawrence had his best year of his career. He did. So, you're one of the Lawrence Liam Cohen partnership. So, Liam Cohen, it seemed like it's working out for Trevor Lawrence. And now it's looking like, can he get on trajectory to become a true franchise quarterback? Because it was looking like he was going to end up probably losing his starting job. So he has evolved in this system with Cohen's. Cohen's has definitely revolutionized him. So accounting for 19 touchdowns, 15 passing, 4 rushing, and 1 turnover in his last 6 regular season games. He finished 5th in MVP voting after his torrid stretch to help the Jaguars to their 4th division in franchise title, the 4th division title in franchise history. So I think he can build off this progress because we're going to see. I still need to see more out of Trevor Lawrence. I really do. I'm not going to sit here and act like he's like a top 10 quarterback yet, but he's getting better. He's improving. So, and this is his third career appearance on the NFL Top 100. So during Jacksonville's 8-game winning streak to the end of the regular season, Lawrence averaged a league high of 10.5 yards per attempt, and it recorded a 47% dropback success rate on 3rd downs, 8th among qualified quarterbacks. And then at 61, this is the last one for tonight. You got Kevin Byard, free safety out of New England, really great safety, really solid player. He had 93 tackles in 17 games, 4 tackles for loss, 8 pass deflections, and 7 interceptions. He has been an impact player for so long that he went 8 seasons between leading the league in interceptions. And he's a second year safety with the Titans in 20. As a second year safety with the Titans in 2017, he finished in a top NFL leaderboard with 8 picks. His 7 interceptions during his age 32 season with the Bears outpaced everyone else in the league by at least 2, helping Bayard. I don't know if I pronounced his name. Bayard to his 3rd career Pro Bowl and 3rd career All Pro team. So he's been to All Pro 3 times. And as was the case following his 2017 and 2021 campaigns, Bayard stacked the NFL top 100 appearance on top of Pro Bowl and All Pro accolades. He has once again returned to the list, and I think he could do it again next season. I think he do it again this upcoming season, and this time with the AFC Championship champions, New England Patriots. So let's see what pops off. All right, so next list will be 60 to 51. And I got to hurry up with these because I am so far behind. But that's all I got right now. We'll be back very soon. Be back tomorrow. No days off on this. Deuces. Thank you.